First Lady, number 976. And Rod Train there, 351. And Bernie Child there in the red long sleeve top, number 263. Old runners never die, they just fade away. Don't you move? After this one, Colin, alright. Are you on danger money? And so we had a little bit of excitement there with the trying to manoeuvre our way through the field and through a few other cars at the same time. So there's rapidly approaching the halfway mark. Halfway, and you usually say in a 10 mile that most of it's sorted out now. Providing the runners are fit, the positions should remain largely unchanged from now to the finish. Are you alright now, Colin? And another face from the past coming into view is Pete Deering with the headband on, number 210. Pete Deering's currently quite fit, looking for a good London marathon. And as we approach the 5 mile mark, 29:30, so Carol Wilder's going through in under 6 minute mile pace. She's a vet, of course. And Rob Train there, another runner who's seen more races than most people at hot dinners. And so what tends to happen now is that the gaps tend to widen out, but the positions stay very much the same. And the wind is actually quite a cold one. I think it must be veering towards the east, because it's quite cutting now, quite a cutting breeze. And Rob Robinson there is well, he's got his eyes set on his PB, but he looks like at the moment he's on about 57, but he's running consistently. And so as we manoeuvre through the streets of Cottingham, we're now in the second half. We are on the only thing representing a slope in the whole of the race. Must be a one in about 3,000 or something slope. But the flat courses are okay, but they are relentless in the kind of pace you have to set up. There's no change of muscles as you get with the slight hills. And Kevin Tolchard is actually in the race this year. I know he's had a sneak preview of last year's, giving himself an idea of what the course was like again. And we have George Slater's now dropped back off Alan Fowley. Now this is news. This is a kind of news that makes journalists of us all. He has dropped back off the old man, and he's no longer posturing. Alan Foley, he's seriously intent on beating George. So we will have to see. The 450. It's the race sheet's on about 28 pages, so it's not easy to find a number quickly. 256 there. Here, McCoy, make sure I'm right on that one. Sorry, Bob Mahoney, I will get it right in the end. Sorry, Bob. Yeah, I think we will. The leaves are well up there now. Police motorcycle outriders. The harbingers of this 10-mile race. And the time showing is 37 minutes. And James Bailey still seems to be in the lead. He is driving, punching his arms. As I said, he had to be very fit, and it looks like he is very fit. And when a man's that fit, he takes some stopping. And it looks like he's now got a significant lead. His lead now, I would suggest, is over 100 metres. 100 metres, and Jim Dingwall's broken away from that group. And it's familiar territory for Jim. He's chased down this race a few times in the Cottingham 5, but he's broken away from that group and he's now chasing the leader. George Begadair, 482, I'll check his name shortly. George Begadair is in 5th place. And then this chap is Paul Saint, I believe.
Malcolm Patterson is the 482.
Malcolm Patterson of which club? And
Dark Peak Fell Runners.
Dark Peak Fell Runners up near Sheffield. So he's doing well on a flat course here, but he's fit, you see. Don Weagle there, back in about 7th or 8th place. Then there's a couple of runners here, number 26 and number 58.
26 is...
20, sorry, 20.
Is Nicholas Jobson.
Oh, Nick Jobson. Yeah, Nick Jobson we know well, of course.
56, can't get in.
He's well known as a half marathoner. And this next group here is headed by Brian Ward and Mark Smith. So City of Hollow well represented again. There seems to be something of a revival going on. And Dave Oldfield, I think they're from Sheffield, is next. And Ian Brewer. Yeah. And Ian Brewer's picked up well. And Kevin's now, well, he's in the top 15, that's for sure. He's straining a little bit, but he's staying there and he's doing well. And he's got Mike Lake just behind him. He's in very good company. Kevin is not a renowned 10-miler. He's more a middle distance. I would suggest his ideal distance might be about 5 miles. Yeah. Okay. So we must now head up the field so we can see if there's going to be any developments. His early efforts, and he's now, Mike Lake has overtaken him. He must concentrate now. He is fit enough to do it. He must try and keep himself together because he's running a great 10-mile race. So great to see him back running a race of this distance with such determination. Mark Smith there is taking up that lead. There's 40 minutes 24 on the clock. So there's only about 11 or 12 minutes for Mark to run. And there's only 12 or 13 minutes for Kevin to keep himself together. Kevin, that's last year's commentator, produced and catalogued by Colin Martin of Priory Videos.
Are you alright now, Colin?
The next group here is Nick Jobson again. Number 59, who is on the second sheet with which is difficult for us to get a number. We'll have a look. 306 there is Don Weagle, of course. That's Alan Dent, actually. Two former club colleagues of Kevin Tolchard. So he'll know them and they'll know him. Maybe. There's a high revving car there. As once again our fearless crew bring you the pictures that matter. Peter Saint, of course, North Shields Polytechnic. He's isolated now, but I think he's safe in that position of about 6th place. 5th place, should I say. 4th place is George Baker, of course. George is showing admirable running form. Malcolm Patterson there, Dark Peak Fell Runners, in 3rd place. Jim Dingwall as we turn into Inglemire Lane. And as we come up to 9 miles, I'd suggest it's going to be outside 50 minutes, but not a lot outside 50 minutes. 45 minutes 35 for the leader. It looks like James Bailey has won it. He's got a fairly substantial lead there. That in a remarkable sprint by Jim couldn't close, I would suggest. So as we wait the finisher, 50 minutes is just up.
Thanks, John.
So that means the leader's here any moment, and we expect, yes it is, it's James Bailey. James Bailey of Bingley, still with that same energetic style that we've witnessed throughout the race, taking this second 10-mile race, Inglemire 10, in 50 minutes 38 seconds. And Jim Dingwall's safely secured in 2nd spot. And Jim has run a second grade 10 in almost as many weeks. 50 minutes 52, 50 minutes 54 there. And another great run by George Baker, 51 minutes and 10 seconds. George has lost a lot of training in recent weeks. Has run very well again.
Sorry, Colin. Hello, please. Can I give you an indicator? First, please? Not
Malcolm Patterson there was 3rd place.
For Eleanor Adams or Carol Borrell, I would think.
Paul Saint here now of North Shields Polytechnic. And Nick Jobson following him up. You can see the time in this 51:38, 51:40. Nick Jobson there's run pretty well. And these lads are just breaking 52. Don Weagle there, 51:54.
Mick, can you bring the
59.